Oh my god. This is the last video that I'm pre-recording. That's not true. That's the last one of this series that I'm pre-recording. Because I pre-recorded all the other ones. So here this also means I have to do a bunch of editing today. The editing I can do like later though. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Now I've got this like song. Dun, 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 dun. This is playing over and over again. It's because I watched. It's like some song, like some sound off TikTok that made its way onto the gram, I think. Anyway, so last we saw our hero. They were speaking of the tatting needles, and last week we covered the really tiny ones. Now we're gonna cover bigger ones. But wait, there's more. Okay, all right. So before we get into that, I'm Aradia, your resident witch and creatrix over at Aradia's Hand, and today's Fine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And we are nearing the end of our tatting series. The segment is Stashcast. The series, there we go. I think that's right. That sounds right. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry for the background noise. My heater is on because it's still kind of flipping cold. It's 34 degrees outside. Not today. It's 34 degrees outside when I'm recording this, which is a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully it's not that fucking cold anymore. I don't know though. It could be. Yay, humans destroying the planet. Good job. So, I've been talking for months now about my tatting supplies. I started with an overview. Then I went to. We're gonna make a note right here. Okay. Then I went to all of the shuttle tatting stuff. Then I went to all of the needle tatting stuff. Last week we went over the thread versions of these. Now we're going over the yarn versions. Because I'm a size queen and I need the whole set. So here we go. Boom! Tatting needles. These tatting needles are for yarn. That's why they're bigger. Now the funny thing is, the yarn is supposed to match, or the thread, or whatever it is. It's supposed to match the size of this. This is not worsted. That's not what that is. Right? So theoretically you should not use worsted with it. I absolutely fucking do. So shut your mouth. Don't tell me my business. Hold on. Making a note. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I have this in here so I don't forget, because I like to forget things. The good news is this is going to be the last of my pre-recorded videos for like a while for this like thing. I mean, it's not necessarily true, because theoretically I want to get like ahead as possible. Yeah, smart. Work smarter, not harder. Anyway, I've been talking about these. So I got into, I don't know how I got into it. I'm sure that I randomly saw something on the internet and I was like, ooh, what's that? Fiber art I've never heard of? Do tell. Because that's pretty much how it happens. I mean, that's how Viking knit happened. That's how null binding happened. That's how lucid weaving happened. I was like, what is this? What is this? I don't know you. Come here, little guy. Yeah, that's how that happened. And bob and lace. Actually, that one happened. That might have been a combination, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. It's not that important. We're doing it now. So, I bought this. I bought like the whole set. So I bought 2 sets, the thread and the yarn. I've been doing this for years. For the most part, I don't do a whole lot of tatting at this point. Most of what my tatting has been kind of me just like fiddling around with stuff. I started with needle tatting first, and next week we're going to talk about, is it next week? It might not be next week. It might be like, no, it is next week. Okay. And next week we're going to talk about the final tool, which is a really, really big tatting needle. But yeah, I started out with butterflies, and the butterflies I use, these are the butterflies tags that I put on my work. That's kind of my little signature thing. And I also use them to wrap my work. Like, I hand make the bows, and I needle tat the butterflies. And if you've seen me having wrapped something, like packaged something up, you've seen it. If I can find a picture, I will totally include that in this post, but I am not making promises because I don't know that I can. I don't know. I'm gonna make a little note though. Most of these notes are down here for. So here we go. That's it. Okay, notes made. So yeah, tatting is just a form of lace making. Basically, you make the double stitch, you make rings, and you make chains, and you know, you make stuff like this. This is shuttle tat, though, for example. So like, it looks the same, right? Now, if you did this needle tatted, it would be looser due to the nature of needle tatting. And if you want to know what I mean by that and understand what that means, you can go to the overview post, which is linked below. And you see me at the end, I do a little kind of demonstration of what needle tatting looks like. And the long and short of it is, because you draw the needle through the stitches, because they're loaded onto the stitches, much like stitches are on knitting needles. And it's the same concept, really, honestly. The stitches on a knitting needle are not going to be any smaller than the needle, right? Because it's not possible. The stitches on a tatting needle aren't going to be any smaller than that, because you cannot compress the metal but so much, right? Which is why when you see shuttle tatted things, they usually look tighter and like stiffer and like smaller and like neater, and that's because you're working directly on the thread itself, and you can compress that quite a bit, right? So like, that's how that works, which is like, I guess you could call it one of the benefits of shuttle over needle tatting, but like, they both have their merits. And like, honestly, I like needle tatting will be my first love because it's how I came to it. And there you go. So there you go. All right, that's it though. Yeah, most of it has been butterflies. I do have some samples I need to start making. Hopefully by the time I put this up, I'll have those samples made, but like, I've been having trouble focusing on anything. The joys of mental health. Yes. That's great. It's great. It's great. But like, and it's such that it is c'est la vie. There we go. You know, I function enough to get by, and that's what we can say, right? So I like these. I actually use them a lot to close things off, to use them as tapestry nails, to be perfectly honest with you, especially the smaller ones. But I'm gonna go now because that is all I have to say about this. So if you would like to see pictures of these things like static, you can scroll into the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can hit that link at the top and it'll send you over to Patreon, which is a public post, so you'll be able to see it. Don't worry. Be happy. Anyway, what's wrong with you? Everything. Everything. That's fine. It's fine, friends. It's fine. But I am gonna go. So my question to you is, do you have any needle tatting supplies in your stash, like specifically yarn needles? Have you used something else? If you have tatted, what'd you make? How'd you like it? Have you tried shuttle tatting? Do you have a preference? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. You can drop a comment below. Also, links. I have links to all of the posts that I've mentioned, as well as this specific set if you'd like to buy it. I didn't say. Also linked below, of course, my websites, Aradia's Hand, Dance Divine, as well as my active social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and of course Twitch, which is one of the places you may see me tatting. Although at this point, most of it is shuttle tatting, but I would like to, you know, I'm trying to like work up a schedule in such a way that I work on all of my mediums through like out the year. Like I'm still working on that. It's taken a minute because I'm not that level of planning isn't usually how I work, but I would like to make sure that everybody gets like some attention and some practice. So there's that. That's it though. That's it. I'm gonna go though, because I have things to do. Like, get this off of my phone and get it onto YouTube and all that jazz. I'm so excited because I'm gonna have multiple videos like done. I have biscuits. I have to do something with one. I need to make a draft for something, which is gonna be yucky. I don't like it. But like I have weeks done. I have months done at this point. So I've got all the way from the end of March through about the end of July. That's so exciting. Yay! I probably have more videos too. Like I really do need to spend my weekends where the littles are not here working. And that's not what happens. Is I get tired. Yeah, and I run out of energy. Because that's how that works. But I digress. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to go. You stay to the end of this video, though. So here's your reward. What are we doing tomorrow? Well, we are doing... we are doing Monday motivation. Hopefully we can keep this energy up and like get her done tomorrow. I don't know. I make no promises. I really need some lemon water. Okay, I'm gonna go now. For real this time. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. And I will see you on the flip side, railings. And thank you for being here. Toodles.